What is going on, everyone, and welcome into another episode of Expected Bets for your go-to podcast for all things hockey betting. I'm Gator Betting, joined by one of my co-hosts today, Gretzky Betskis. Franco is on dad duty tonight, so he will be back Wednesday, I believe. Betsky, the playoffs cannot come soon enough. I don't know about you, but these last 2 weeks just feel like an absolute grind.
Yeah, they do. You know what? Me and the Clean Hits crew were talking about rule changes the other day because we had old NHL video coach on the show, and one of them was talking about reducing the schedule to like 70 games. And God, that sounds so perfect right now. But then we were thinking, if they add 2+ more teams to this league, it's going to be really hard to make some sort of schedule where you're not just playing every other team in the league. Because if there's 34 teams, let's say, that would be 68. Sorry, because you would only be playing 33 of those teams. So if you're trying to play every team at least once home and away, that means 66 of the games would be taken up just by doing that. So then how do you make up? If you were to only go to 72 games now, then you would have like 10 extra games to divvy up with your division or the conference.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
That is
so
weird.
God, it feels mandatory.
I mean,
mandatory that we have 82 games now.
No, Dougie, I did not get so. Did I?
You got.
Yeah, I think I did this weekend. I was golfing this weekend. It's not sun, Dougie. It's a windburn. That's what it is. It's not sun. Believe me, I do not tan. I do not tan at all. This is straight windburn here. I will be in Florida though in 2 weeks, so maybe I'll get a little bit of sun. But
no, you gain the base now.
Yeah, exactly. The one rule change that needs to be implemented is the 3-2-1 structure, where a regulation win is for 3 points. That has to be implemented. I don't know why that's gotten delayed for so long.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that one will ever change.
It's stupid.
I know, but
so some shameless plugs right now. Your Clean Hits podcast. You guys had on who the other day? I haven't been able to check it out, but you did mention
Steve Peters. Peters, old video coach for the Coyotes.
Nice.
Really cool episode. I mean, he really talks about, because he was with them since like 97. So he talks about, going through VCRs and you mark down, you like clip the plays. So you like get every single shot like marked, and then you like send that to the coach or whatever. And he works with ESPN right now. And he does like kind of all the scouting before games and sends it to like Ray Ferraro and stuff. So he's like, this is what you want to be talking about this team. It's really fascinating.
Imagine trying to track shots on goal back then.
I know.
Yeah.
Probably a lot more shots.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. Shameless plug for me. Please go check out my Masters preview and picks. I just posted my article today. It's a complete guide for everything you possibly would want to know about this tournament. Spent a crazy amount of time on that this weekend. So got it up early on Monday, normally post on Tuesday, but please go check that out. Yeah, that's about it. And Dougie, you are right. We have a absolutely loaded slate for tonight's NHL games. It is disgusting. I don't know what else to say. I saw a few other tweets today about a few other hockey cappers kind of talking about this slate being disgusting, and it really is. But we will break down our best bets for tonight. So anything else to add or plug or promo before we get into that, Betsky?
No, let's get this one done.
Let's get it over with.
Playoffs. Yeah.
All right. Let's do it. All right. First game up on tonight's slate. We got Tampa Bay taking on the Rangers in New York. New York plus 130, Tampa Bay minus 155. Total set at 5.5. New York sitting 6 points out of that wild card spot in the Eastern Division. Tampa Bay currently in second in that Atlantic. And we talked about it last week. Those teams are finally starting to separate. Tampa Bay with 94 points, Florida with 92. So there's a little battle there for second, but the Leafs have kind of pulled away, winning 4 straight at 98 points. Biz brought this up on the show the other day, or on TNT, and he was laughing. He was like, "What?"
I was going to say, we had Biz on and I wasn't there.
That would be incredible. But what if the Panthers are tanking to get to that first wild card spot to play Toronto in the first round?
Wow.
That would be something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But either way, I'm hoping it stands as is. I'm hoping Florida stays in that third spot. So we either get Toronto and most likely Ottawa in the first round, which,
oh God, that'd be so good too.
Ask for much more. And then Tampa Bay, Florida, like just some prime playoff matchups there.
All right. Ottawa upsets Toronto. Florida beats Tampa. We get Tkachuk on Tkachuk round 2.
Oh,
ass to ass.
Yeah. That would be something. All right, let's dive into this one. I'm going through this now. In terms of shots here, Rangers 15th to 4th. All right, you start us off here because I am struggling with this slate. So go ahead.
Well, Mr. Revenge isn't here, so I'll pick up.
Yeah, there you go.
But his angle, and we gotta go with former Bolt here, JT Miller, shots on goal.
I like that.
Yep, it's hit 2 straight, minus 142. So maybe more of a parlay, unless you don't mind the juice. Head to head against Tampa, he's hit 7 straight games, averages 6.6 shot attempts. This dude could have won cups. And he got shipped out beforehand. He remembers.
Yep.
He remembers.
Yeah, JT Miller 2+ minus 140 on DraftKings. That's not a bad play at all. I really like that.
Nope.
The other guy I was looking at too was Gensel. Gensel's attempts have been at kind of towards the last month or so have been pretty sporadic, but looking at the past week and kind of the last 2 weeks, much more consistent, much more of a higher volume here. 5, 5, 6, 4, 6. Shooting the puck more. It's not those sporadic 7s, 10s, 11s that we've kind of seen. Consistent high volume shooting here. He's hitting 5 straight. Not a great head-to-head history, but again, I don't think it really matters in this spot here. Missed earlier this season.
Recent history is not great. He's actually 16 of his last 24 against New York, including a 12-game hit streak.
Okay.
So the history is definitely there at some point. And now obviously that's Pittsburgh days, and he has like 7-10, 8-7, 8-7, 10, 9-11, like crazy attempts in those games. But yeah, it's definitely at some point he had the good history against them, and now he's missed 3 straight against the Rangers. So what goes up or what goes down must come up. I always say.
Regression to the mean.
Yep.
So Miller's or Gensel, all over the place here. Gensel's been better at home this season overall. But on the scratch that. Erase that from the tapes. He's been better on the road this year. Excuse me. Hit in 6 of his last 7. So I probably will take Gensel tonight. Florida has been leaky to shots.
You mean
coming off
Rangers?
a game against New Jersey that they only allowed 15, but again, it's New Jersey. So before that, 24, 22, and then 30s from there. So those are probably the two guys that I stick with tonight. I like your play. I will tail that JT Miller and then probably cancel at that 3. I think those are all I really have in this game, unless anyone from the chat has something else that they kind of want to throw away. But going back to Dave's point again, yeah, we talked about this. It would be the most Leafs thing if Ottawa jumps them in the standings and they end up playing Florida again. Dave, we don't have our draw expert tonight, Dave. Franco, don't mind the draw here with the Russian tendies. Yeah, you know.
I don't know. I don't feel great about that, but crazier things have happened.
Yeah.
Panarin points. Oh, he's sorry. I was like, why is he green? Because Panarin is now a 0.5 prop person. Insane.
Everyone, I mean, it's insane. Everything's gone down this year too. It's just Braden Point due for a goal. Don't hate that at all. Yeah, I don't see why not. Again, he was in the beginning of the season. He was that home dog, but kind of looking as of late, he hasn't really been that 3+ at home. You just blindly bet it type of guy.
Yeah. 56% versus 38 away, though.
Laffy, Jake Neighbors over 1.5.
Man, that Laffy volume is scary.
Yeah.
Averaging 2.6 shot attempts.
Yeah. We will we will definitely be checking out Vetrano in that late game. I did see him. There's a few. Again, we're probably going to look at most of the Ducks props. I already looked at a few, and they seem to jump out tonight. So, but getting back to this game, Jake Gensel at 3. You have JT Miller at 2. Anything else? In terms of a side, Rangers haven't been great, despite the fact that they, as quoting Franco, is not here today, need to win. So don't really trust them.
Maybe get under.
Yes.
Sleepy Monday. We're talking about draws here.
Yep.
These guys are probably more worried about their stock portfolios right now anyways than playing a game this late.
Not in Florida. They got that extra. They're not paying taxes. They're fine. New York, the Rangers are worried today.
The Rangers are, yeah.
The Rangers are worried with those taxes that they've already gotten taken out. Yeah. I guess if you had to pick a side here, you're going purely desperation based. You go with the Rangers and the fact that Tampa Bay has been worse on the road this season. I get Shesterkin has been great, like the chat pointed out, but we've seen a lot of underdogs win these past few days. And Tampa Bay, like I said, is kind of solidified a little bit, but
are they?
I don't know. They're 94 points. So they're sitting in that second spot. But again, Tampa, do you really trust Florida in the kind of the spot that they've been in, losing 3 straight to overtake them at this point? I mean, they could, but again, it's just.
Yeah.
That's not a bad look, Dougie. Vasilevsky, 24.5 saves over. Rangers, like you said, are in that desperation mode right now, coming off 26 shots against New Jersey, 39 against Minnesota, 33 against San Jose, and 30 against Anaheim. The issue is Minnesota, San Jose, and Anaheim all are near the bottom of the table in terms of shots against this season. So there's that. But I do like it.
All right, let's escape from New York and move on.
Yeah. All right. Another exciting game tonight. St. Louis at Winnipeg. Winnipeg minus 185. St. Louis plus 150 for the Blues. 12-game win streak here can somehow now clinch a playoff berth tonight. If they defeat Winnipeg in reg and the Flames lose to the Sharks in reg, the St. Louis Blues will be in the playoffs. I'm personally not betting a side on this because I already have a ticket on the Blues at 4-1 to make the playoffs. I gave that out last month and hopefully some people tailed. But yeah, what a run that they've been on right now. Any plays for you in this one?
Well, I'm a little sleepy on a Monday, so give me my Snuggie. I love Jimmy Snuggerud on that first line for a point. Getting that at plus 150. And then if you want to take it to another level, you could staple on Robert Thomas with him. Get some extra value on it. Snuggerud has 2 points in his 3 NHL games played, averaging 3 shot attempts. This is a kid who's kind of a known sniper. He seems like a really good fit for Robert Thomas and Pavel Buchnevich on that top line. I really, really like the value you're getting there. I know you're going against the Jets here, but St. Louis's offense has not slowed down at all. So
no. I mean, I really like that look. Kyle Connor and Rob Thomas.
Yeah, that's a nice little builder too.
Yep. Dave asked a question here. Betsky, do you like Snuggie?
I definitely don't mind. Now it's weird because he missed against Colorado. He didn't get a shot on net or on goal. But he had 3 attempts. And you gotta imagine this kid's just going to continually get more confidence here. But
yeah.
Oh, Hofer's in, huh? This is, you know what? I may be a party pooper here, and maybe I would lean Winnipeg money line. Like 13 games straight would be crazy. Yeah. And right now, Winnipeg is now starting to have to fight to keep that top spot in the West.
Yeah, sorry, Dougie. Terrible bet. Just terrible bet out of you today.
Well, I don't mind the saves.
Thomas
but,
assist
St.
is
Louis
good.
money line, though, man. I don't know if I could do it. I didn't see that part.
Thomas assist looks good. Despite Winnipeg being kind of this shots on goal demon that we've seen, they have kind of been leaky as of late in their last 2 games.
Uh-oh. I think we lost you, Gator.
You got me now?
Yeah, you're back.
All right. There's 2 guys on the St. Louis Blues side that I'm looking to target here. It's going to be, this is one of my favorite guys, by the way, this past month is Pavel Buchnevich, over 1.5 shots on goal here. He has become just one of my favorite players to bet on his shots. He's hit in 5 of his last 6. No, I was on the other guy. Excuse me. 3 of his last 4. His attempts have been there. Slowed down a little bit, but great head-to-head history. His attempts against him has been insane. 6, 6, 8, 5, and 3. Just 2 months ago, he had 3 shots on goal and 6 attempts against them. On the road this season, pulling it up now. 58.3% hitting him in 3 of his last 4. So I'd like Buchnevich at over 1.5, and then Kyrou as well. Kyrou struggled at the beginning of the season, but he has really turned his shots around this season too at that 2.5 mark. Great head-to-head history, great recent form, and on the road as of late, he has hit in 5 straight. So I like Kyrou and Buchnevich tonight. You're getting those at pretty good numbers. Buchnevich 2+ minus 145, and Kyrou 3+ plus 105. So
I like
those
that
are the 2 guys.
One. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little worried about this Kyrou line. I took the bait on Saturday and got spanked by it when he was minus 120 against Colorado. His head-to-head against Winnipeg is really impressive, though. So he's hit 10 out of his last 13 games against them. Missed last time, but plus 110. And he only had 3 attempts last game. Of course, is that where he scored on his... No, he did not score against Colorado. No. That was against Pittsburgh.
But looking at his kind of chart right now, I'd rather back him off a miss here. He's been pretty consistent in terms of rebounding, as of late, especially. So,
yeah. Oh no, I like the value. Okay, put it this way: I would not want to use him in a parlay. I'd rather just take him at plus 110, get the value there. If he hits, you're happy. if he misses, he's not crashing something.
Correct. Yeah. Like my internet.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Kyrou at 3. That's a completely separate piece too. In terms of the Winnipeg side here, I'm kind of going through the board right now. Nothing's really jumping out. Do you trust the Buffalo native Alex Iafallo under shots on goal?
I didn't realize Iafallo was from Buffalo.
Yeah, played against him in high school.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah. Small world.
Was he good?
Yeah. No, what if I just said no? He was dog shit. Yeah, he was disgusting. He shouldn't even been playing high school. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would. You can trust the top line there, but nothing's looking that great. Is Ehlers in or is he out? It looks like his game time decision.
Ehlers,
yeah, game time
gated
decision.
day, lower body. Yeah.
Now I'm starting to kind of like St. Louis money line a little bit more.
Dougie, you're back.
Pionk's still out too.
He was another great guy to target for shots too for the longest of time this season.
Okay, interesting.
Right. You'll think on that one.
I'll think on that one now.
All right. Next game up here, we have Seattle at LA. LA minus 225. Seattle plus 185. Total set at 5.5. Minus 125 to the over. Gross game here. LA sitting in second in the Pacific Division. They do have a shot to jump Vegas if they kind of get on a little hot streak here. They have won 4 straight. Edmonton's also kind of breathing down their neck. Seattle, see ya. They're eliminated from the playoffs already. Yeah. Any looks in this one? This is a gross game for me.
Well, unfortunately, I can tell you who I will not be betting on tonight, and that's Yanni Newman. So, goodbye, Newman. Missed 2 games straight. He did have 4 attempts against San Jose. Didn't get anything on net. Against the Kings, I'm not willing to take that risk. Seems like maybe a little bit of that new NHL boost is wearing off. Now he is back on the top line with Manny Beniers and Kakko, though. So I don't know. This may be a wait and see for me. See how he does. Yeah. It is minus 118 for 2 shots, though.
Beniers?
I'll wait. No. Kakko. Newman. Man, Beniers, he's missed in 6 straight. Alternating between 4 and 1 shot attempt. He just had 4. Does that mean he has 1 and 0 shots? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, so Jaden Schwartz, hit in 4 of his last 5, hit in 16 of his last 20 on the road. But there's another guy that I'm interested in tonight. The Kings have allowed the 7th most shots on goal to defensemen. Betsy, who am I taking tonight?
Vince Dunn?
Yep. Hit in 11 straight on the road. His attempts look pretty solid. Struggled against Dallas in back-to-back games again, but Dallas is pretty tough against for shots. Not great head-to-head history, but if I had to give out a play on this one, Vince Dunn, 2+ minus 130. But again, that's gun to head.
Sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Ugly.
Anything else in this lovely game?
Let's get out of here.
All right.
Jeez.
Edmonton at Anaheim. Anaheim plus 124. Edmonton minus 148. Total set at 6.5 plus 110 to the over in this one. Draisaitl and McDavid still up for the Oilers. Their injury list does not look great tonight. Draisaitl, Ekholm, Skinner, Klingberg, McDavid, out. On the Anaheim side, Trouba's out. Trouba's day-to-day. And he's expected to be out tonight, and Gibson's also recently hurt as well. Another weird game.
Well, it sucks because, typically you smash Draisaitl 2 points in goal. Yeah, Mason McTavish, man. Hello. He has been so good. I'm off his shots now. That was a nice little run.
Oh.
He has missed one game, and his attempts are 4-4 last 2 games. He's the type of player I'm not really concerned with his old history. He seemingly just put it all together, and the Ducks were just so bad back then. But man, his point still looks good. -115. 7 out of his last 10, 3 multi-point games in that. God, maybe even take it up to 2.
Yeah,
against Edmonton, a team that's just looking gnarly. Ducks money line looks pretty good here. That I do like that, Leroy.
Yeah.
Are you the Leroy from Utah?
Oh, we're just doxing people now?
If he is, I met him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
I don't mind that either. Yeah, I mean, this is the hard thing with the Ducks right now is you get great value on just about everybody. And it's really just kind of picking. Hopefully, you're getting the right guy. But yeah, Lacombe's been fantastic.
Yeah. Can we talk about Victor Arvidsson?
Sure.
That forward group for the Oilers is so depleted. It's not even funny. And at this point, with kind of their main guys out, Arvidsson has looked fantastic. His attempts are insane. 8, 6, 5, and 7 in his last 4 games, covering that 2+ line in each of his games. Head-to-head history, not really putting too much kind of weight behind here since he was on the Kings, and now he's changed teams. He's also been great on the road as of late, too, hitting in 5 of his last 6. So I think this is one of those games. Anaheim leaking to shots on goal to forwards in the last 10. This is one of those games of who else is going to shoot the puck.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Hyman's been bad lately. I kind of want to trust Nuge at 1.5, maybe even 3, but man, he was a letdown in LA.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. This was brought up earlier. Vetrano shots.
Yes. Let me see if
4
I can
straight,
pull it up again.
averaging 4 attempts, which isn't the best, but his head-to-head against Edmonton's great. Hit 8 of his last 12. 3 of those came at the very end of that 12-game streak. So really, at that point, you're talking about 8 of his last 11 games against them. He's always been more of a hometown shooter. He's hit in 63% of all home games this season. That does not look bad at all.
You're getting Vetrano at +120 tonight for 3+.
Yep.
Yeah. Arvidsson -130, Vetrano +130. There you go. Yeah, his head-to-head's insane. Great recent form. All right. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, Bouchard and Arvidsson are probably the only ones I feel all that great about on Edmonton, and that's Bouchard point. Well, how's his shots? The Ducks are so leaky. He had 7 shots against the Kings with 9 attempts. Maybe he's going to try to put the team on his back a little bit, but again. Jeez.
I don't hate it, Dave.
I don't hate it.
No, you could be onto something there. We're going over today, and it could be very well an under type of day. Any other looks in this one for you?
Nah, just the Ducks money line.
Who would have thought? Last game of the night. Thank God. Calgary at San Jose. San Jose plus 180. Calgary minus 218. Total set at 5.5. Minus 130 to the over in this one. Calgary sitting 6 points out of that second wild card spot, but they have 2 games in hand on Minnesota. San Jose has been eliminated for the playoffs for a long time now. So this is a game Calgary needs to win. Is this just a Calgary in regulation type of night?
I don't mind that. Or, just if you don't want to deal with the fact that San Jose's offense has been kind of clicking here and there, you could potentially just do Calgary and Los Angeles money line. I mean, LA at home has just been unbeatable, and then Calgary in kind of a must-win spot against a bad team.
Yeah, I mean, Calgary in reg right now is only minus 130.
It's not bad.
No, so all right. In terms of props, you got Backlund at 2, Kadri 1. Great head-to-head. All right, let's dive into this. While we're doing that, Betsky, do you have anything that you had prepared for this one?
No, absolutely not. No. Man, what happened to Celebrini shots? That was like his 2.5 was like a must bet all season, and now he's only hit 3 of his last 10, despite having 8.3 attempts across those last 10 games. I don't know if I can trust him anymore.
No.
I was thinking there. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm incorrect. Wallman's on Edmonton. Rasmus Anderson has hit 8 straight.
Yeah, that was the only play I really had in this one. He's on the graphic tonight. When I was doing some preliminary research, I was like, sure, you can make the graphic tonight. Rasmus Anderson.
Foley's been good. Oh, Foley, we got Van Eagle here too. 6.3 shot attempts. If you remove the last of the 6 games where he only had 2 shot attempts, 1 shot, now we're talking about closer to 7 shot attempts per game out of his last 5 versus Calgary, hitting in 4 of those.
You talking about Foley?
Yep, Toffoli.
He's out.
Fantastic. Jeez.
Yeah, I do like the Will Smith tonight.
Sure.
That is a decent look. Hit in 13 of his last 17. Hit in both of his games against Calgary this season. So yeah, decent home splits as well. Yeah.
Man.
Tough.
All right, plus 109 for Calgary and LA money lines. I'm taking that. You could probably do the Calgary and reg if you want, but this point of the year, I don't need the extra 30 cents.
Yeah.
The extra buck.
Huberdeau as well looks great tonight at that 2+ mark. He's minus 155 at DK. I'm not sure the price is all the way around. So I would shop around for that.
I don't know. Yeah. Who am I putting Miller with? Maybe Dunn.
Maybe Dunn.
Zellweger.
Little Brooks and Dunn tonight. Brooks Koepka to win the Masters. Dunn 2+ shots on goal. Brooks and Dunn parlay.
I don't know who Brooks is, but sure.
All right.
I only got time for one sport.
Yeah, I get that. All right, parlay time.
I guess. All right, I'll put Miller in. Miller's mine. Miller at 2.
Miller at 2.
You will have 1/7 of the New York Rangers shots. 1/8.
I like Buchnevich. We liked him, both of us. Yep.
Yeah.
Going down from there, are we doing Vince Dunn?
I would do that at 1.5.
Right. Yep. And then we'll just stick with the 1.5 guys. Yeah, so we got Miller at 2, Buchnevich at 2, and Dunn at 2, plus 410.
Love it.
Or 412. Stick with that.
Let's do it. Lock it in.
Any sort of promos?
I wish I could get just a promo that rounds it up. So then it'd be at plus 420. Oh, there is a 20% same game profit boost on DK.
Oh, there is. I'm not
At least I
seeing
have
that.
one.
I do not. Damn.
So what would I add?
All right. Well, that's.
Oh, I'll add just a Rob Thomas point.
Okay. All right. So for the show's parlay, they'll do Buchnevich at 2, Miller at 2, and Vince Dunn at 2. That's plus 412 on DraftKings. New customers to DraftKings can get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 using promo code THPN. Any other plays for tonight's glorious slate?
Absolutely not. So Ducks money line for me. I'm going to do Calgary with Los Angeles money lines, and then I'm going to do this 1.5 guys, and maybe I'll dabble on that disgusting under that Dave created.
Just for everyone at home, that
and I will be rooting for St. Louis money line for Dougie too.
Yes.
But I don't know if I have the stomach to take it.
And for Cap's here too as well.
Hey Cap.
Yep. So my plays, the short list for now, I'll tweet out my official picks. This is gross. Is JT Miller at 2, Gensel at 3, Buchnevich at 2+, Kyrou at 3+, Vince Dunn at 2, Arvidsson at 3, Vetrano at 3, Calgary in regulation, and Rasmus Anderson at 2+. So as we were talking about this 5-game slate and saving units, I now have 9 plays for tonight.
You don't need to do this to yourself.
I know. I'm going to have to cut this down. Yeah. I will post my official card in a bit. I'll create this graphic for our parlay. And yeah, Rasmus Anderson at 1.5. I do really like tonight. Do we want to add that to the parlay or stick with it?
I locked it in at 3, so we are done. You can go for it if you'd like. But
look at this. We're reversing roles tonight.
Yep.
You're normally the four-leg guy. Yeah, this is crazy. Franco's not here and the show goes awry.
Yeah, I may have gotten just beat up on Saturday, so my tolerance has gone down now. Let's go Blues.
True. Yep.
If they win tonight, I'll wear my Blues hat next show.
All right. I think that's fair trade.
I'll wear it tomorrow morning.
Cap, Kuzmenko points, my favorites here of the night. All right.
Oh, man.
I like it.
He's been awesome on that top line. Cool.
Yeah. All right. Before we sign off, be sure to check out the latest episode of the Clean Hits podcast with Betsky and that crew over there. And for those who follow golf, bet golf, it's the Masters week. So even if you're not a regular golf bettor like me, be sure to check out my latest article. Is my pinned tweet at Gator Betting. Masters preview and picks. Literally has everything you could possibly ever want to know about the Masters. Has all my picks for this week and kind of reasoning behind that. So please go check that out as well. All right. We will be back Wednesday of this week. We'll have our other shows on Tuesday and Thursday, but this has been another episode. Anything else? Oh,
I will be gone on Wednesday. So
you're gone Wednesday. Franco comes back Wednesday. And then again, this week, no show Friday. So that is our schedule for the week, but yeah, I think that covers it.
Sweet.
Perfect. All right. We want to thank everyone for tuning in to today's episode of Expected Bets. Once again, our parlay is Pavel Buchnevich, 2+ shots on goal, JT Miller, 2+ shots on goal, and Vince Dunn, 2+ shots on goal. That is plus 412 on DraftKings. All right. Hope everyone has a great Monday, and we will talk to you on Wednesday. See ya.